You're watching 27 First News with closed captioning brought to you by your local Ford dealers.
A Youngstown native and barbershop owner is diversifying his business skills and enjoying the success of a novelty item.
Jerome Franklin is here this morning to talk about his unique nail biter fingernail clippers, and thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
First of all, kind of just talk about it. We got a lot of different prototypes here, but where did this whole idea come from? You know, I want to do something different with the fingernail clippers.
It came to me in a dream back in 2007. I would always watch the Cavaliers play, and LeBron James would bite his fingernails. And one night it came to me in a dream, and I thought, you know, this would be a good product to have. I haven't seen a product out here that's like it, and I've been working on it ever since 2007. And you know, Youngstown State gave me my first license to produce the product, and with Youngstown State, I was able to get other schools on board to do the product.
Right. I love the name. The name is awesome, especially when you're talking about schools and there's rivalries. And
yes.
I know you sell them at some football games and
yes.
so on. I mean, nail biters, awesome. And it's, I would assume, like at the games, when you go down to YSU, what kind of reaction do you get?
A lot of people look at it and they like the product. You know, a lot of kids come up and they like it. And a lot of people look at it and laugh, and you know, they say, nail biter, you know, what is that? And I have to explain what it is. But, you know, I get good reactions, on the product.
Right.
And not only are you selling them, you know, in person, online, but you got some national attention recently. I want to show a clip from the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and the product was on there the other day.
Now, whether you're the CEO of a major corporation or you're working as a bag boy in the grocery store, neatly trimmed fingernails, the key to success. My mother always said that. And who better to help you with your grooming than President Obama? This is the Obama nail clippers at stupid.com. These are $8.99. Now, you see, these protect 98% of your nail while only biting off the top 2%. Takes off the butt, takes the top 2%. Well,
So, Jerome, kind of talk about this a little bit. You didn't know it was going to appear. A friend actually saw it and called you up?
Yes, he called me. Well, actually, he sent me a message on Facebook and told me that he seen it on the night before. So I Googled it and found it online, and it surprised me. It caught me off guard, and it's a real humbling experience.
How do you think that happened? A third party, you selling it somewhere?
I sell it online to a company called stupid.com, as well as a couple other companies. But the guy from stupid.com said that they called the show, called his place, and had him, send a couple samples over there to him, and that's how I got on the show.
So some national exposure there.
You're having this success with it. It's not easy to be an inventor, an entrepreneur, a business guy, because you're running a business too every day. Tell everybody what you do and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I own and operate Starting Lineup Barbershop. It's on Hillman Way in Youngstown. Like you said, it's not hard.
That's a full-time job right there.
It is. So, because you're at the mercy of your clients, so you have to be there. You know, everybody needs a haircut.
Right.
But it's rough, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, and you kind of have a passion, I guess, for it. Once you get started with a good product, you believe in it.
Yes.
So that's what keeps you going, I guess.
And it opened up your mind to other things. You know, my mind, it has my mind spinning on what other things I want to come out with. I'm coming out with an apparel line for the nail biter coming this fall.
Wow. Talk about it with the Obama nail biter. And you also, you made up a Mitt Romney one, but by the time everything kind of hashed out, it was too late to kind of start selling it because the election came up. But you're going to be going to Washington and trying to sell the Obama nail clipper?
Yes, actually, I'll be inside the perimeters where the people will be set up. And I'll have a booth there to sell the Obama clipper.
For the inaugural, when everybody's coming for the party. Yes. I mean, it's going to be crazy in D.C. That's just a couple weeks away.
Next
weekend.
Next
weekend already.
And you told me you're bringing about a couple thousand with you?
About 4,000.
Wow.
There are going to be a lot of well-manicured people hanging around the White House after you're done with them.
We hope so.
Yeah, that's really something.
And I mean, just talk about it. We kind of talked about the business aspect of it. You had to find a designer for this. You had to kind of get the idea patented and all that stuff. Was it exhaustive?
It is when you don't know which direction to head. And this is, I went into a different field. I'm a barber, and this is something that I never thought I would do. So I had to go through the route of trying to find the right patent attorney, and I went through numerous designers, and I happened to find one out of the Pittsburgh Art Institute.
Okay.
Right.
So it's exhausting, but it also helps you learn your business. It helps you, do things. It helps you when you fail. to pick back up and do something else and go in a different direction.
Sure.
So.
You know, you're going to be joining us again in the next hour. And next hour, I want you to explain a little bit, like, if you'd encourage other people, because there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, I have a great idea, but really what it takes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What you've had to go through. So we're going to hit that in the next hour. We're going to go over to Rich now for a check of the weather forecast.
And I have that unforgettable image of LeBron James always biting his nails. You can't stand that. 26 after the hour and 27 First News this morning. And our weather here for today. It's one of those days where it's very mild at this point and windy as well, with winds out of the southeast, and eventually we're going to get some rain out.